I'm talking with Sally Reynolds of @IT, and explain to me what @IT is.
John, we're a company in existence now for just over 11 years, and our main interest is in technology and education, the way that different types of technology can be used to enhance, make more accessible, and make more successful the educational process, regardless of whether that's at school level, higher education level, or training level.
Okay, and when you say technology, what type of technology is...
We deal with all sorts of different technologies. In fact, our background is in the audiovisual world, so we come really from an educational television and radio background, production and delivery of educational radio and TV programs. But for the last couple of years, of course, we've all moved on to the internet in one shape or another. And so now we work a lot with media. So we run, for example, an annual competition that rewards excellence in the use of media and education called Medea. And we're also involved in lots of productions and projects around testing out different types of technology in the educational process. But the reason why we're here, and the reason why we're partnering, in fact, with Abbott on the stand this year at IMEX, is because of two specific products that we have. One is a product which is around live relays of live operations for medical congresses and medical training events of one sort or another. As you can imagine, in the medical world, particularly in the surgical world, there is a kind of an interest in being able to see what happens in the operating theatre. And that's essentially what our company does, is that we provide a complete all-in-one service from the operating theatre through to the conference.
So obviously people at a conference can't be crowding into an operation room, so they are interacting with this. It's an interactive process.
Absolutely. I think that's very important to say, because if you didn't want interaction, you'd simply use a good videotape, because if you want to demonstrate something, a good videotape will do that just as well. But what's different about a live relay is the fact that the surgeon can in fact talk to the audience, and the audience can talk to the surgeon while he's carrying out the surgery. They can ask questions, they can raise issues, they can ask him to even show a particular technique. So it's a very, very interactive and highly engaging way to train surgeons, particularly in new techniques and use of new technologies and new tools in the operating theatre, really in situ. And it can have a very dynamic and a very dramatic impact on the people in the audience as well, as you can imagine.
What kind of feedback do you get from people who have been involved in this use of this system?
Audience feedback is usually very good. We've been working with several fixed clients now for many years, and been able to provide fairly complicated networks of operating theatres into specific congresses for them. So we've done up to 9, 10 operating theatres live into a single conference from different parts of Europe, for example. And we've also done some very high-end links, for example, using HD TV, which is very high-end quality. So the feedback is generally very good. Surgeons appreciate being able to talk to their peers in situ. People who are learning the process of surgery like to be able to see and to engage with the surgeon while he's actually doing it. And so the feedback is usually very positive. It gives a very good demonstration of what's actually possible in operating theatre.
And any ideas about future uses in addition to what you have already, or is the plate already full at this moment?
The plate's fairly full right at the moment, but what we do, what we're particularly interested in is the way that the technology is evolving. And obviously, according as tools get better and better and networks get more and more reliable, we operate over satellite, we operate over fixed connections, over IP, also over wireless. So according as all the tools and the networks improve, obviously that has an impact on the kind of work that we can do.
Right.
And if I could also say, we're here with a second product as well at IMEX, and that's a product that we've developed in-house called Pigeon. And it's an SMS messaging system which allows for single box messaging and also for voting and for audience response, all based on a very simple SMS system.
And what does this provide that isn't already available to people with their cell phones? Or
well, it's to use their own cell phones, but in fact it's to use there are a lot of systems around that you can either use these voting systems that have a separate gadget,
right,
or indeed systems that are based on smartphones. And what's a little bit different about Pigeon is that it operates at absolutely minimal level mobile phone. So a mobile phone that can SMS, that can text, can use this system. So it's an all-in-one, ready-to-go, good value box that you can use at any conference or any exhibition.
Great. All right. Well, thank you very much for talking.
Not at all, John. Nice talking to you.
Okay.
Thank you.